The time is 1:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Tilani Pires. A special tri-member bench to hear the Easter Sunday incidents. The emergency regulation for essential food items implements from today. Samples of dangerous waste washed away by the Express Pearl vessel will be collected officially today. The trade unions of teachers and principals request a joint discussion. 2 persons have been arrested on smuggling 2,023 kilograms of turmeric. And on foreign news, the UK and Taliban in talks over further evacuations. A special 3-member panel of judges has been appointed to hear the case regarding the 2019 Easter Sunday terror attacks. Reportedly, the Chief Justice has appointed the aforementioned special bench. The High Court Judge Damit Totavatta will act as the presiding judge of the case. Judges Amal Ranaraja and Navaratna Marasinghe will serve as the remaining judges. The State Minister of Cooperative Service, Trade Development and Consumer Protection says that the emergency regulation to supply essential food items will be implemented from today. A special program has been operated in this regard. The Minister Lasantha Alagiyavanna said that the regulation imposed by the President will be implemented from today. He also said that the government and the President has taken this measure to protect the consumer. Collecting of dangerous waste washed away from the Express Pearl vessel will be conducted officially today. The representatives of several international organizations under the supervision of Maritime Environment Protection Authority will participate in this task. The necessary protection arrangements have been provided by the Sri Lanka Ports Authority. The samples of dangerous waste and plastic materials washed away by the ship will be investigated. The Lanka Teacher Association has requested from the President and the Finance Minister to conduct a joint discussion to reach at a final solution for the teacher-principal salary anomalies. The trade unions of teachers and principals are also discussing at length today as well in this regard. The association also stated that they will take a decision on measures to be taken in future. The association also reiterated that the association will not accept the proposals presented by the government yesterday as the solutions for their issues. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Sri Lanka Navy managed to seize a stock of smuggled dried turmeric weighing over 2,023 kilograms during a special operation conducted in the Negombo Lagoon yesterday. The operations also led to the apprehension of 2 suspects and 2 dinghies involved in these smuggling attempts. The Navy remains vigilant and conducts operations around the clock to thwart wide-ranging illegal activities and drug smuggling attempts emanating from sea routes. The health sector says that more than 2 million have been vaccinated against the coronavirus. More than 8 million have obtained the second dose of the vaccines. The first dose of the vaccines have been taken by 12.4 million people. The COVID vaccination program is being conducted in the island today as well. The National Operational Center to Prevent COVID-19 says that the mobile vaccine program is also implemented in the country today. All post offices and sub-post offices will remain open today and tomorrow for the payment of senior citizen allowances, pensions, farmers' pension and fisheries pension and other allowances for the month of August. Postmaster General Ranjit Ratna requested the pensioners and recipients of allowances to obtain the payment from the relevant post offices while ensuring that health guidelines are properly followed. That ends local news for now.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
A special committee has been appointed by the Minister of Environment, Mahinda Amaravira, to study the relevant facts and to take back the foreign exchange lost to the country by burn oil rackets. Attention has also been paid to provide the permits for those who have refinery facilities for removing of burn oil activities. This decision has been taken at a meeting held with the minister through the Zoom technology yesterday. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
And on Watch...
And now in Watch Light.
And on Watch Light this afternoon, the Government Medical Officers Union says that there will be no proper results if people do not follow the health guidelines during the quarantine curfew period. Media spokesman of the association, Dr. Samantha Anand, said that the people should go out only for essential service and it is important to adhere to all health guidelines. He also pointed out that staying at home as much as possible will help to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 virus. That came to you in Watchlight.
World News.
Moving on with world news and the headlines first. The UK and Taliban in talks over further evacuations. The US president reflects on longest US war in Afghanistan. Economy sees record growth during deadly wave in India. The UK is in talks with the Taliban to secure safe passage out of Afghanistan for a number of British nationals and Afghans who remain there. The talks involving UK officials and senior Taliban members are taking place in Doha, Qatar. The Defence Secretary is understood to have told MPs that between 150 to 250 people eligible for relocation plus their families remain in the country. It comes after a Taliban pledge to allow further departures. The Prime Minister's Special Representative for Afghan Transition, Simon Gaz, has travelled to Doha and is meeting with senior Taliban representatives to underline the importance of safe passage out of Afghanistan for British nationals and those Afghans who have worked with us over the past 20 years. He said, US President Joe Biden has addressed Americans on the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan. He told them that after 20 years, the US no longer had a clear purpose of being there. The Taliban took over as US forces were preparing to pull out. They have promised to allow the safe passage of people and humanitarian aid. US service members protected the airport in Kabul as more than 100,000 were airlifted out of the country. India's economy rebounded at a record rate in the 3 months to the end of June, even as a devastating second wave of COVID-19 hit the country. Looser pandemic curbs allowed for more economic activity compared to the country's first nationwide lockdown in 2020. Gross domestic product grew by 20.1% for the April to June quarter compared to a year earlier. During the same period last year, India's economy shrank by 24%. Back to the world news headlines. The UK and Taliban in talks over further evacuations. The US president reflects on longest US war in Afghanistan. Economy sees record growth during deadly wave in India. That ends world news. Now we move on with development news. A project to establish 7,000 solar power plants has commenced. It is expected to add 750 megawatts of power to the national grid. These projects will be implemented by local investors under a power plant for each village program. The government's objective is to obtain the country's power requirements by 70% from the renewable energy. That came to you in development news.
Development News was brought to you by
Quality matters than price. So as an engineer, I recommend Melba RB500. It's made with virgin billets using the latest technology. Melba RB500, #1 in Sri Lanka. Truly Sri Lankan.
Moving on with sports news, Football Sri Lanka have made arrangements for the national football squad to have a special 16-day training camp in Qatar in preparation for the SAF tournament in October. President FSL Jaswa Umar had discussions with the president of the Qatar Football Association, QFA, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa bin Al Thani, and sought his assistance to permit the national footballers to train in a residential camp in Doha for over 2 weeks. This special training session was organized due to the COVID-19 pandemic and as the footballers are unable to conduct their training due to the lockdown. That's sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Savings account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
All economic centres have been open today and tomorrow only for wholesale trade. The representatives of the Trade Association of Economic Centres said that a large stock of vegetables are being received. He also pointed out that they will expect a large number of wholesale traders will arrive to purchase the vegetable stocks. That's business news.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Savings account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Treasury bills valued at 67 billion rupees has been issued. The relevant auction was held today. These bills have been issued maturing in 91, 182 and 364 days. That's economic news.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report.
Finally, the weather report. The Met Department says a few showers will occur in the western Sabaragamuwa and northwestern provinces and in Kandy, Nuwara, Galle and Mathura districts. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the northern, north central, eastern and Uva provinces, especially in the evening. That was the weather report. And now to end this news broadcast, the main points once again. A special tri-member bench to hear the Easter Sunday incidents. The emergency regulation for essential food items implements from today. Samples of dangerous waste washed away by the Express Pearl vessel will be collected officially today. The trade unions of teachers and principals request a joint discussion. 2 persons have been arrested on smuggling 2,023 kilograms of turmeric. And on foreign news, the UK and Taliban in talks over further evacuations. That ends this news broadcast.